Hi, welcome to MegoxCast. I am your host, John, joined by,
Iron the damn night.
yes, for this episode. Today, we will talk about Nintendo. So, Iron, talk a little bit about yourself.
All right, people, let's do this one last time. My name is Jimmy, and I was bit by a thing called life, and for the past 18 years, I have been the one and only Iron Knight. You pretty much know the rest.
Exactly. I do know the rest. All right. He's a homie, like he gets all the shotties. All right. But we're not here to talk about that, even though
That's
it
just
is
simply, that's just simply
Valentine's
not
Day
true.
when we're even though it's Valentine's Day when we're recording this, we're gonna talk about, you know, the most Chad topic, Nintendo. All right. So we're gonna jump in to a part of the topic that we're most likely not gonna have a lot to say, but I thought, we should just include it. So Nintendo's policies. All right. I was like, what comes to your mind, Iron, when you think of Nintendo's policies?
Cease and desist letters.
Yes. Oh yes. Small, medium, and large having to cease and desist making plush videos just because of you know, some, you know, oh my god, just
Reminds
because
me
of
of when I
cease and
got that
desist
cease and
letters.
desist letter from Pixar.
Oh,
That's it.
bro, you did?
Oh no, it was like an April Fool's joke I pulled a couple years ago because the Woody video, you know the one.
Oh yeah.
And
Hmm.
I joked with my friends. I made like an actual cease and desist letter from Pixar, and was able to like pull it off for like 40 minutes, and then I finally just came out about it.
Oh my gosh, was it based off of
Yeah,
small, medium,
the
and large is
small, medium, and large. I love that Conan. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fun. That's funny actually. Yeah, I mean that comes a lot. That comes to my mind too because it was such a very specific event. But I also think about when I think of those Nintendo policy wise, I always think about something like, for example, uh, when Smash like tournaments happen, don't they always try to like stop those? You've heard of that,
Um.
right?
Yeah, I've heard a thing about that. It seems that Nintendo likes to do that. So.
Yeah, that's annoying. I don't even understand that, bruh. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why can't you just let everyone be competitive? I guess, they just maybe it goes against their views, in Japan. I don't know. Maybe they're trying
Mm,
to go for a different thing. I don't know.
I don't. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Japan's decently competitive. I just don't think they like third things that are like third party handled like
Oh
that.
yeah.
They're not really like without like Nintendo authorization and stuff. I don't think they're. Then again, I'm not sure if the tournaments they're shutting down have like any sort of involvement with Nintendo or not, but I don't think so, given how Nintendo is. So
Yeah.
that's probably why they're shutting them down.
Yeah, I think that too. They want certain people to be controlling those situations, and then I would. I'm trying to think of the other one, but um, I think it's just when someone don't they have some problems though when someone makes like a YouTube video about talking about Nintendo? Do they do that sometimes? Because I know they're pretty lenient on I think music, but I don't know if they're lenient on like just full on gameplays or whatever. Wasn't that like a thing at one point, like on
It
Twitch?
it was. Well, I remember Nintendo formerly had like this partners program on YouTube, like you had to be a part of to I'm pretty sure like do gameplay videos of their games, but I think like 2017, 2018 they shut that down. So um but yeah, that's what they had previously, but I just remember it's for YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's for other platforms as well, but mainly YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good, But I don't know. I still think that everyone has the right to just do whatever if they're saying something about it. They're not just I mean, because like you can't really replace the meaning of gameplay in my opinion. Like if someone wants to watch your game, they'll watch your game. But if they want to play your game, they're gonna play your game. I just
Mhm.
don't think it's it really takes away from anything because it just exists on its own terms. So I don't know. And Yeah, I mean that will do it probably for Nintendo policies. I can't really think of any other ones. Can you?
Um, Nothing that comes to my mind, not necessarily.
Yeah. So I think now we can move to consoles. All right. So
Mhm.
Iron, what is your favorite like Nintendo console that has ever existed?
Easily the Switch. I mean, so I should probably just get out of the way the ones I have played. I've played the NES Classic, so that's like the closest I've actually gotten to the NES.
Mm.
Um, Never played the SNES. Some of the handhelds, never played those. Never played 64. I have played the GameCube at my friends' houses. I previously owned a Wii. Had a DS when I was younger. Had a 3DS, or yeah, well, I've had a 3DS XL, the original. Had a new 2DS XL, which unfortunately I tragically lost back a year ago. But actually, now that I think about it, tomorrow will mark the 1 year anniversary of that tragedy because I was just coming home from LA from the Super Bowl. I was in LA watching the Super Bowl at Disneyland, and I brought my DS with me, and I lost it. And we were staying at our hotel, so um, yeah, that 1 year ago tomorrow will mark that tragedy. But see what else. And then I had a Wii U. Again, I've sold both my Wii and Wii U, which I do regret now. And I now have my Switch. Still have my NES Mini, but I have my Switch, and yeah, Switch is just arguably my favorite. It's got the most. It definitely has like the most quality games I've played on a Nintendo console.
Mm.
The system itself, it has its issues, but overall, it's really good. Um, Again, it has issues that do need attending to, that haven't really aged well compared to some of the other newer consoles, but I have confidence Nintendo will fix that eventually. It's just a matter of when. But um, aside from like some of the performance issues, the quality itself is great. The library is great,
Hmm.
and um, yeah, so I'd say the Switch.
Oh, Switch.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would say the Switch too. I had some, experience with I guess the what was it the DS. I think
Yeah,
you mentioned the DS, or I don't know if
DS
I'm
era.
right. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. So I liked the DS when I got it. I got the Nintendo 3DS XL, I think, actually. And to be honest, I think I got it because of small, medium, and large. They were talking about it at one point, and I was like,
Mhm.
that seems kind of cool. And I like the I just have to say, like, I like carrying it around with me, like on, you know, uh I guess just car rides and stuff like that. So I have a lot of, fun memories of just, carrying it around, playing games. You know, I I don't remember too much doing that with the Switch. I feel like that was more of a console I just left at home, to play, but I do remember doing that a lot with the DS. I remember I had a Wii at one point, but I didn't use it that much, Did you use your Wii a lot or not really?
Yeah, I mean, we had that since around launch.
Okay.
And so, like, that was like the first console I really ever played. And I had that till maybe, well, I mean, we had that till maybe I want to say 2016, 20, yeah, around there, 2017 maybe. But
Mm,
I didn't really play it after maybe I got my Wii U in 2014. So yeah, I used to play on my Wii a lot from like launch till 2014. So
mm, that makes sense. Yeah, the Wii for me is just it feels kind of like kind of like how the NES felt probably for people that play the Wii.
mhm.
Have you ever used any of the older consoles or anything like that?
Well, like I said, the closest I've really had encountering the NES was just my mini.
Yeah, the mini. Oh, yeah.
I kind of I wish I could get the Super Nintendo mini that they made, but
Mm.
I just never like got to it. I also do have that like one Mario Game and Watch that came out for the 35th anniversary.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I think yeah, I haven't really used too many like old Nintendo thing. I'm just more used to the new things. And I think that's kind of like what Nintendo wanted, they kind of wanted people to start using like the newer stuff and like, out with the old and with the new. Like obviously they do cash in on nostalgia all the time. Like for example, when they sold I think the Switch, they had a like a commercial that was like parroting the Nintendo Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. Like it was parroting the exact like promotion for that. I
Mhm.
think it compared it to like I forgot what I compared it to, but I think they just compared it to the Switch. So they compared the NES to the Switch and they were like, "Oh, it's the new thing." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. I think they really know how to do that, to be honest."
The
You know,
Switch
it
marketing, the Switch marketing has been really well
yeah.
compared to the Wii U's amazingly awful marketing.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
I like it's definitely like so much more Nintendo aimed. Like people that
Yeah.
grew up with Nintendo and
Mhm.
like they really did a good job pushing the idea of like the Switch is like the new thing, and it's kind of like a compilation of like all of Nintendo's past consoles into one, and I really like that.
Yeah, but remember though, Iron, you could buy a pizza on the Wii U, or it was just maybe the Wii. I don't remember which
Probably
one,
the
but you
Wii.
could.
Probably a Wii. Probably the Wii. The Wii had like a lot of
Oh
things you could
yeah,
do on it.
hmm yeah. I just remember watching a video on that. Where they were like, "Oh, it's the I think it was the eShop or something was closing. I forgot what it was called.
Um,
What's up?
the eShop's still open.
Oh, the
Uh,
eShop. I meant the one
that is
on
on
the Wii
Miiverse.
though. What's up?
Miiverse, you mean?
Oh yeah, maybe. All I remember is that it was closing, and the last day, the guy was like, "I'm just gonna try out the pizza feature," and it worked out. And I'm like, it's kind of funny.
I
I
miss
think it's
Miiverse. Good days.
oh yeah, hmm the good old days.
Hmm.
Um, okay. Do you have anything else? Oh, actually, wait, you know what? What do you think was the worst like Nintendo console? You think like even like you don't even have to have used it, but I mean, you could just tell me one that the one you least liked using. But what do you think is the least favorite or the worst console they've made?
Out of all the ones I've played, I like all of them. Like I am a Wii U defender. I really love
Mhm.
the Wii U. Um, aside from that, I would say um, I don't really know. I mean, I hear the Virtual Boy is like the worst one they've ever made. Aside
Oh
from the
yeah,
Wii U. Um, but maybe I guess the Virtual Boy, just because given like what I've heard about it, what I've seen of it, it seems awful. But
yeah.
yeah,
I would say the least favorite I've ever used was probably the first DS or
yeah,
maybe
I
it's
was
the
about to
second
say.
one.
I'd say
But
like the DS was. I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia with the DS, but like
mhm.
compared to like the 3DS and stuff, yeah, I'd say the DS, like especially given like you can just literally play DS games on the 3DS and stuff. So not really missing.
Yeah, like even when I was younger, I was like, this thing is so tiny. Like,
Mhm.
I think it's cool to have a like tiny device sometimes, but at the same time, I feel like there's a convenient size, and I didn't think that was convenient. I actually think it's cool that they shrunk the size of the Switch in a way, but at the same time, it's it's not beneficial to watch it that way. I think it's better that they have it, the way it is. But
Mhm.
at the same time, the Switch Lite, seems like it would be cool to carry around, but I don't know if it would be good to just, you know, uh use all the time. It would be easy obviously to carry it around, but I don't know if it like looks good. What do you think of the Switch Lite from what you've seen?
Definitely not my first option if I were to go buy a new Switch.
Mhm.
I mean, realistically, I'd probably just go buy the OLED.
Yeah.
But like, um, I thought about getting my dad a Switch Lite, but then I kind of realized he's kind of a techno dinosaur, meaning like he just kind of sucks with technology.
Oh
So
yeah, I know what you mean.
you know,
Yeah.
that's his code word for it. But so I decided, just never mind. But yeah, it wouldn't be my first option compared to like the other Switches available. But I mean, hey, if you need like a $100 cheaper Switch and all you really want to do is just have like a DS type device to have on the go, then I mean, yeah, you've got yourself a Switch then. But
Yeah.
I feel like the DS, or I feel like the Switch Lite just kind of, to me, it just kind of takes away from like the whole point of the Switch. But
Yes.
so that's like my main criticism with it.
Oh yeah, I agree. Because you can't take off the things, right?
The Joy-Cons,
Like,
no, you can't.
yeah, you can't.
Or
So I mean, that's totally against what the Switch is about. And I would say, I was actually gonna go back to you on that Virtual Boy thing. Yeah, I think it was just like ahead of its time in a way. Like it was trying, like to be ambitious when the technology wasn't there. You think they'll ever make a VR headset, Nintendo, and it will be actually good? They should actually just call it the Virtual Man or something.
the Virtual Boy 2 or something.
I think the Virtual Man would be funny, and
Oh,
then
would be
they
funny.
release it. Yeah,
I don't. I mean, now that VR is kind of becoming a bit bigger in the market, I'm knowing how Nintendo is with like the thing I like about Nintendo is that they're very they're more of like the innovative company compared to the other two.
yeah.
So I'm assuming I mean, they've already kind of gotten into the VR market again with Labo and stuff, but um,
Oh yeah, can you go into that? I don't know too much about Labo.
I don't know much about it either. It looks interesting. I mean, I don't hear much about it, so I'm assuming it's not like the best thing ever, but I know they have like a kind of like VR option on there.
Mm.
So I mean, I don't know. I could see within the next like few years Nintendo stepping back into throwing their hat back in the ring with VR, but I don't know if whether they'll center like an act like their next console or so around it. I don't know, but I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
they might have like a VR feature. It'd be interesting.
yeah. I think it would be cool to play Super Mario Kart or Super Smash
VR chat
Bros.
on the Switch.
Yeah, bruh. In like VR, bruh. Like,
VR chat on Switch. I'd be down.
VR chat. Oh my
That'd be
god,
amazing.
it would be. Yeah. So, you have anything else to say about consoles?
Nope.
Okay, so let's go to the video game series. Like there's a few. I mean, obviously people remember the Pokemon. They remember the Super Mario Bros. They
Yahoo!
remember the I don't know, Link,
No,
Zelda.
yeah, the Zelda guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what would you say is your favorite video game series?
Definitely Mario.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, like Mario Galaxy and 3D World are like in my top 5 favorite games probably.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they're like they have their own like specific like sub series, right? Like you just said, like Mario Galaxy is its own series, Mario Kart's its own series, Mario Party is its own series.
It's like a franchise that consists just like many different
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah. So
You
then
got
I
you
guess I
got like
could call it. Sorry, what?
mainline games, like the new Super games, the original Galaxy, like the 3D games. Like you have like your mainline games, you have the party games, the kart games, the RPGs. Like that's kind of just how Mario's kind of divided. It's like those 4 different subcategories,
Yeah. Um.
and I love all 4 of them. I'm
Yeah.
sure I haven't really tried many of the. Admittedly, I have not really played many of the RPGs. I'm kind of starting to. Like, I'm currently playing the original Paper Mario and gonna be doing Superstar Saga soon since it just recently got ported to Switch. So, I'm trying that out more. But I've been obviously playing like the mainline games for. Like, I pretty much played all the mainline games. I think the only one I haven't like finished is Sunshine.
Mm.
Otherwise, I've played all the mainline games. Um, I've played pretty much all of the Mario Kart games except for um, I Yeah, actually, I think I have. Yeah, I've played all the Mario Kart games. Let's see. I have not played all. I'm not even close to having played all the Mario Party games. I've literally only played Super Mario Party and Superstar Mario Party Superstars. Um, so I'm really a noob to the Mario Party games. And then, like I said, I'm kind of trying the RPGs out now. So
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't play as many like video games. So the the main one, like I said, I know is like Smash Ultimate and just Smash. But I will have to say, like the other Mario games do seem interesting to me. I remember playing just like the Super Mario Bros. Maybe it was the I forgot which one. It was the new one though. Yeah, the new Super Mario Bros.
uh,
Uh, game.
you Alex.
Yeah, well, I don't remember which one it was. I just remember that's where the meme came from, where it's like dun dun da 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 dun 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 da da. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 dun 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 da da. And it was like
Yeah,
that's
that
where the
yeah,
song I think came from.
that's the new
Yeah,
Super games. Yeah.
I had some fun playing it. I feel like the other ones will probably be like more interesting in some ways. I just liked how it was kind of hard for me when I was young to beat the game,
The
but I
main
was able to.
criticism, the main criticism, like the new Super games, is that like they're just really repetitive. Which granted, I can't really blame that criticism. Either way, I always have fun with them.
Yeah.
I hope we get a new one soon, but it'd be nice if they try something new with that.
Exactly. I mean, if we really think about it, though, there's only so much you can do where Mario goes from point A to point B and, has one ups, has to kill tiny creatures and defeat Bowser and Bowser Jr. So you have to be really creative when you do these things. You
Hmm.
can't do the same thing over and over again, but also you can even change the format. You don't have to stick with that. I mean, obviously they say like, what what don't why fix something that's not broke, but same time you can do isn't Mario Odyssey a little different, or would you say it's kind of similar to the usual format of the Mario games?
Um, I would say it's pretty similar, mostly to like Galaxy.
Mhm.
I would say it's pretty much similar to all of them. Not really much. I think the only thing that's different about it is like the moons and like the amount of the moons there are, and like just like the length of the game itself. Um, like not the story. The story is like one of the shorter ones, but like the like length, like 100%ing the game is definitely a pain. I have yet to do so. I actually have yet to 100% any game in existence. um, but like um, you know, that's like the biggest pain about it. It's just like there's just a lot more moons you have to collect, but that's the only difference I can really. And obviously, aside from like some of the obvious ones like Happy and um, whatnot, but yeah, otherwise it's pretty much the same as the others.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about. I was thinking just now, like, I mean, to be honest with you, this original Super Mario Bros. Game and the new one, and I think a few other ones. I mean, that those ones are just side scrollers. But the ones you're talking about, I think like Galaxies, Sunshine, and Odyssey. I think they're a little bit different. Because I remember seeing it and it's like not exactly the same as that. Like
Mhm.
I feel like Super Mario Maker's going for more of the original side scroller thing. Those three are kind of you know, evolving past that. And I think, you can do a lot more with that. Do you think that that kind of like version of the games are getting repetitive, or are they always finding new things to do with it, you think?
Sorry, what are you talking about again? What?
I'm just saying, like, do you think those three games, obviously they're probably not exactly similar, but I'm just from what I know, they are kind of like Galaxy, Sunshine, Odyssey. They're kind of like just different from how the original Mario games were. You know what I'm saying? They're
Mhm.
not, side scrollers in the sense, right? Would you say like it's just different? Would you say
Yeah,
like they're
they're
getting
definitely different.
repetitive or no? Would you say they're getting repetitive or no?
In aspects, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
not that badly. I'd say like it would just be nice to see like maybe a bit more of like I'm trying to like think of a way to. I feel like some of the mechanics like the game get a
Mhm.
bit repetitive. More so like just like not really mechanics, like like the gameplay, I guess, like how like the objective, I guess, like the collecting stars slash signs slash moons, like that kind of system's getting a little repetitive, but then again, they've been keeping that since like Mario 64, so like that's been with like the Mario, like the 3D Mario era since like for like 5 games. So or yeah, my math's right, 5 games. So
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, it'd be nice to see something else they could try. There's many other things they could try with it.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. And then I don't know. I mean, I feel like Mario, the good thing with that is, he's a he's a good face for the brand and stuff like that. I feel like, with Luigi, like there's like, he's a good like player too, and he's also a good because he is one of the main characters. He's with Luigi's Mansion, that always looks like it's trying something new, right? Would you say? Or do you think they're kind of getting
I
repetitive in some sense?
I have yet to play the first Luigi's Mansion
Yeah.
and the second. I plan to play the
Third
first.
one.
I have played the third, and I don't really have much positive to say about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did not really care for it. More so just the gameplay. It was just kind of slow. It was like it was just slower. It was um just not my thing. And it was just really long. But aside from that, like um aside from Luigi's Mansion, you know, yeah. So I can't really say if that's getting repetitive or not. It would be nice to have like one of my ideas, like a cool game that'd be cool is if they made like a 3D Luigi game,
Mm.
like something like one of like the mainline Mario games, but like Luigi.
Oh
That would
yeah.
be really cool if they did something like that.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure if they would do that anytime soon. But that would be really cool if they did.
Oh yeah. So Nintendo, listen up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the Mario series. Do you like Pokemon too much or no?
um, I'm not. I definitely really like Pokemon, but I'm not like
Yeah.
I'm like bottom of the barrel casual. Like I am
Oh
not
yeah.
a car. I'm not really a card collector. I am not a Nuzlocke, shiny hunter guy. I don't play many of the games. Like literally, the only games I own are Let's Go Pikachu and Violet. I do
Mhm.
not have um, any of the others. I
Yeah.
formerly had Moon, but again, the tragedy with my 3DS, or
Oh yeah.
2DS, God rest his soul. But otherwise, um, yeah, those. I was very big, however, into Pokemon Go when
Oh,
that
I
was
was
good.
gonna go into that too. Yeah.
I love Pokemon Go. I have so many good memories with that game. So I was very big into that when that was big.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've kind of moved on from it, but
I
I
don't. I
have a
think
long.
everyone has.
I also have I also like the anime. So
Oh
uh,
yeah, the show is really good. To be honest, we can get into that for the TV series. I'm excited to talk about that. I was also gonna say though, yeah, I really liked the Pokemon Go game. I remember driving with my dad. I think we got this app too, like where you could see where. I mean, it was cheating, but you could see where certain characters would pop up, and I thought that was really cool.
I had a few of
Um,
those, but I don't think they really ever worked for me.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. It was sometimes hit or miss those things, but I remember I think I was Mystic. I was Team Mystic. What were you?
I was Mystic as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know they have their own ideologies, but I think that was just the first one I was like,
I
whatever,
just chose it. I just chose it because it was blue.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Oh, what's the yellow one then? Sorry.
Uh, I I don't remember the
Oh
yellow
yeah.
one.
Well, oh no, I picked the yellow one then. I don't think I picked the blue one, but I think I
Uh,
maybe later. But I just remember playing the game, like, just going out. But to be honest, my dad was probably more into that. And I was surprised, he's like on the older side, I didn't think he would like Pokemon Go, but he really did. He actually went like on his own sometimes to catch Pokemon, He would do it while he's like, just in the fast food restaurant line or something like that. I thought that was really cool. He just really liked the game, but I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I remember just, collecting the cards when I was younger, watching the show. And I remember I had I think it was the Ruby and Sapphire game on DS. I think that's what it's called. I had a I don't remember playing it too much, but I remember playing it a little bit, and it was fun. But to be honest, yeah, I don't think you can get as good as like Pokemon Go. And I feel like, to be honest, if they wanted to, they could reinvent that to be even better. But I don't know. I think they lost their thing once they released in 2016. Like there's no going back. They're gonna have to do something completely different with that to bring new people in, I would say. So
I
maybe
remember around like 2018, 2019, the game was kind of starting to come back again. I'm assuming mostly because of Detective Pikachu, but and
Oh
that's
yeah,
why I was gonna
best
say about
movie.
like about Pokemon cards. I was gonna say what's funny is the only one I have is just my Detective Pikachu one that I got from the Blu-ray. That's the
Mm.
only one I have, but
Oh yeah, I know
uh,
what you mean.
yeah, I'm not really a big Pokemon guy. I think like mostly just mainly Mario and Zelda. Like those are like my two favorite video game franchises. Period. So I've been trying to get more into the Metroid games. I'm going to be picking up the Prime Remastered soon. I've
Mm.
played Dread. I haven't finished it, but I've played it, and it's a lot of fun. Um, I've only played New Horizons, but I do really like Animal Crossing and want to play more of it in the future. Um, yeah, because I love New Horizons. See what else. Pretty. This is a pretty niche choice, but I love the Me games. More specifically, Tomodachi Life. That's one of my
Mm.
favorite video games ever.
That's the
And
one where they cook food, or is that not?
not really. No, it's just kind of
Okay.
like it's the one where like they're just kind of like all living on that island, like all your Me's
Oh
are
yeah, that one. That one. I
like
got that one mixed up.
yeah. It's actually it's like 10-year anniversary right now.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
people have been kind of like wanting and predicting that like Nintendo might port it, and if they do, I will scream like I will actually like have like a breakdown of happiness if they do that. So um like I'm not one to ask Nintendo for anything, but like or at least not much. But like
Mm.
if there's anything I really want, it's just a Tomodachi Life sequel. But or even just a
Oh.
port, I'll be happy. But like um I love those ones. I've been recently thinking about getting into Xenoblade and the Kid Icarus games. I know it's not much
Oh
Kid
yeah.
Icarus, but I
Hmm.
want to get into what there is of that. And I think Xenoblade would be cool. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know. I'm more just focused on like Mario and Zelda stuff right now because like those are my favorite. But
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Those are like cool games, and I don't know. Oh, I was thinking of the Mama cooking game. I don't the wait, what's it called? Like Cooking Mama game. I don't know
see,
why I got that confused with
I've never heard of
they
it.
used that. Yeah, it's just a game where like you cook or something. It was just I think I had it on my original DS because it was my sister's and she used to play that a lot, so I thought that was fun. But to be honest, it's very a niche game. And but when you were uh sorry, I was trying to think of the other thing I was thinking about, but I totally forgot. But
Mhm.
I yeah, I agree. The a lot of those are just like they seem really fun, but to be honest, I only know them from like, Smash or something, you know.
Mhm.
But I do think like when I see those characters, I think, that it would be interesting to check the games out. So I'll definitely do that
I think
when
most. I
what's
think a
up?
lot can be honest and just realize. I think a lot of us can be honest with ourselves and like accept the fact we found out about most of those franchises from Smash. Like I think most
Exactly.
I think most people only went into Smash mostly just knowing like Mario and maybe Zelda. Because, I mean, those are like Nintendo's fan. Maybe Kirby as well, but like,
Yeah.
and yeah. Speaking of Kirby, I love the Kirby games too. That's probably like my third favorite Nintendo franchise. I
Oh
love
yeah,
Kirby.
definitely. Oh my gosh, yeah. I Kirby's fun.
It's like
Even like
I just when I think of Kirby, it just kind of like it kind of reminds me of like a more like chibi version of like the Mario games because it's kind of like stylized like Mario, but like I just think of it being like a more chibi version of it, and I like more chibi and adorable version of it, and I love it. But
yeah, yeah. I agree. And then I was actually, yeah, we can move on to Smash though. What would you say is your favorite Smash characters would you say?
I was late to the party on characters.
Mhm.
Well, I'm mostly a Mario main. Um, so basic as frick, but I love Mario.
Mhm.
I would be ideal in a perfect world. I'd be a Luigi main, but Luigi's not really good in Smash Bros. So like he's just
Yeah.
nerfed Mario in the game, so I don't really play as Luigi.
Yeah, I
Um,
know what you mean.
I've been playing. I've been kind of trying to play Link a bit more. I'm all right with him.
Yeah.
I'll also play as like Me Gunner and uh, Steve sometimes, but
Oh, Steve. Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
yeah. I like those characters that they just add and they're not really like Nintendo characters like
The third party,
Sonic.
yeah, like the
You
guests.
know? Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. They're fun and I think it's kind of cool that they included them like they're always just saying like joke characters to add Walter White in Smash or something like that. I mean, I think he's going to be added to the metaverse. Oh wait, not metaverse, but the multiverse or whatever, that one game.
yeah. I
Yeah,
was
that they're going to be
yeah.
added to that
I
one.
never heard about like him. I mean, maybe like as a joke, him being Smash, but like, people more so wanting him in multiverses because like that would fit a bit more, I guess. So
It would fit. It would definitely fit cuz
because
they have like live
I
action
wasn't
characters
aware
too.
that Breaking Bad was like kind of partly owned by Warner Bros. So I wasn't really
Mhm.
aware of that, but I guess it is.
Yeah, that would be cool, but at the same time, yeah, I think the last character was added to Smash Ultimate recently, right? Like
Yeah,
Sora or
that was
something?
Yeah. Sora was the final one, which
Oh my gosh.
with Sora, I don't personally care about him, given I have not played the Kingdom Hearts games, and I
Mhm.
kind of want to, but like I don't really care about him that much. But like objectively, it was definitely a good choice to end off the DLCs with. So
Yeah.
like objectively, I can't really complain, but personally, didn't really. I I'll be real. I was more of a like the main characters I wanted to see were Toad, because like Toad's like my favorite video game character ever,
Mhm.
and Waluigi, just because the memes, but that
Yeah.
didn't happen. And I mean, then again, it's probably because of freaking Waluigi fans. They do not deserve it. They are horrible. So
Oh my gosh. Why do you think they're horrible? What did they do?
I mean, they were just really going like a lot of them on Twitter were just really going off on Sakurai, just treating him horrible
Oh yeah.
for not adding him and stuff. And
Mhm.
you know how Twitter users are. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're always going to see the horrible side of any community on Twitter or something like that, and they're going to be the loudest because they're going to be the most negative and, you know, the most impulsive. So,
mhm.
I don't know. I feel like Waluigi should be added at some point, but he can always just be added to like I don't know, the Mario Kart Ultimate when they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I don't know. I would say I just play as Bowser Jr. to be honest. I've
Makes
always played as him. He's like my I don't know, my favorite character in small, medium, and large. He's like one of the just those characters I find to be like just it kind of resembles me. That's why I think my profile picture is Bowser Jr. But it's that is the reason of I think one of my friends just said that that exact picture of Bowser Jr. reminded me of them, and I was like, okay, I'll put that there, and that's just for Discord guys. So that's why when you look at the PFP for MegoxCast, obviously it's not um Bowser Jr., but now you know. But yeah, I would say overall like the other characters though, like I since I only play as one, I can always just see like you know like just cool just like the weaknesses and stuff like that. What would you say is like the least your least favorite like Smash character? Like which one do you think just like sucks so bad like no one can beat him? I mean not no one can beat everyone can beat him like every character.
uh, It's hard to say. I mean, Jigglypuff's kind of become a bit of a meme.
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe Jigglypuff, but I mean, I don't know. I genuinely I don't really think I don't really hate any of the characters.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
like the
I would
closest ones I just don't like, the ones I just don't really like are just kind of like jokingly Sora.
So
Like I'm trying to think what else. Well, I kind of have like a joke rivalry with like one of my friends. He hates Steve, and I jokingly hate Sora. So we just kind of screw with each other a lot. Aside from that, not really anybody else I can specifically think of.
yeah, I would say I don't know. I think Piranha Plant is the most silly out of all of them, besides Minecraft Steve.
I love Piranha
Like,
Plant.
is he like? I feel like any character is just strong if the right person is playing them, you know.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like there's no real bad, characters. It's just how you use them. But I do agree that in some senses, some characters just aren't good because they just don't have a good, down smash or a good amount of moves. They're just not powerful enough. So I can see why like some people don't like them, but I like something like Bowser Jr. Even though some people say, oh, it can be you know, like spammy a little bit. I can see why a lot of his moves are kind of the same, but at the same time, you can do some cool stuff. I think it makes you more skilled when you can actually like use his like down smash, then his smash, then his up smash, because all of them are like very specific too. You gotta like kind of use it at the right time. So I don't know. I feel like overall, it's just how you use them. It's not like the actual build of the character.
right.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about Smash or no?
Character wise, no.
No. Okay. Well, what about game wise then?
Um, I was kind of late to the party on the series. I kind of started playing around 2015,
Mhm.
and more so 2016, I'd say. I started with Smash 4, some kind of 3D. I've played 3DS and Brawl. Haven't played the others. And then obviously I played Ultimate. That one's my favorite. But um, so yeah, that's kind of like my experience with like the games itself. And I'm like I think Smash is one of the games I'm trying to kind of get more competitive with. I have participated in two of my school's Smash Bros tournaments, and I
Mhm.
both times gotten second place.
Oh yeah.
So I joke with my friends saying that I am going to be leaving high school with the nickname Second Place. So 2 times second place champion. And that second time gets on my grinds my gears a couple times because sometimes because I was just really close. I kind of just choked it at the end.
Mhm.
Choked it harder than the Philadelphia Eagles just recently choked the Super Bowl, but
Oh my gosh.
uh, so
Yeah, pretty
yeah,
recent.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there. I really hope you guys don't get triggered. All right. I have no opinions or affiliations with the Super Bowl too much. So
bring it
just take that how you will. But
up.
I don't really have a problem with it to be honest. I'm kind of just chilling on it. That's funny though. Um, yeah, I don't know. I would just say the last one I played was the one before Smash Ultimate, and then just Smash
4.
Ultimate. Yeah, I didn't really play the other ones, and I just will have to say yeah, Smash Ultimate I think is like just really cool. You can do a lot of cool things in there. Um, if you want to though, we can move on to TV series. How does that sound?
Sure.
All right, so TV series. I'm just saying like I don't know. I mean, we all know the one we're thinking about.
Do do do
Pokemon.
do.
Gotta
Uh,
catch them.
uh,
Oh,
uh,
what were you thinking
uh,
about? What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about we're the Mario Brothers and plumbing's our game. We're not like the others who get all the like it's Super
Did
Show.
you watch? Oh yeah, I think we did say
I
that we
love
were
the
gonna.
Super Show. That's my favorite. I love that. I mean, I
Oh my
like Pokemon, but yeah, the Super Show is my favorite.
god. What would you say? Does it hold up today? Because it's old, right? It's from the '90s or late
Um,
'80s.
yeah, so kinda. I mean, obviously, like the animation hasn't really aged the best given like how cheap it was. But like I mean, for the most, but like the live action segments hold up the best. But
That's
rest in
funny.
peace, Mark Luigi's actors. But yeah, aside from that, I think the animation itself is okay. Like
Mhm.
I think like again, it's kind of dated, but it's more of a meme at this point But
Mhm.
aside from that, like, yeah, I think the show itself is aged decently.
Yeah, I mean, I I think when I think of the show, I just think of that the Mario live action actor just dancing
Yeah,
around,
the
and
segments was the live action segments were the best part.
there was like Photoshop. I mean, like, not Photoshop, but like green screens and all that. That was kind of cool. Um, yeah, but I don't know. To be honest, I just think of usually like Pokemon and stuff like that. But with Pokemon, I would say I only think about the first series and a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit of the Orange League or whatever it's called. I forgot. Maybe it was. I was gonna say Indigo League, but no, that's the first one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the Orange like county or whatever, I forgot what it's called. But I think that's when they meant like Lapis or whatever. That
Orange
I
County.
thought that those are the main two I think of when I think of Pokemon. I don't think of the new ones. I don't think of the other ones. I think of those two, and I just think they're overall like really good series. Like the animation, the acting. It's really funny sometimes. Jesse James. Like you can just you know
It has some of the greatest dub work in the history of anime. Like, but
exactly.
especially Brock's lines, like nothing beats a jelly-filled donut, and
Oh yeah.
and then like the infamous line that I never thought I would turn on my TV to hear on a Pokemon show is Brock saying, "I would let her violate my rights."
Oh
I never thought
my.
I'd ever hear that on Pokemon, but I did, and I don't know what to think about that.
It's just reversing the genders would make it a lot more questionable.
But I will say that like that show, it's about like the early seasons. There is a lot in that show that I don't know how well it ages. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm most notably thinking of that one time Meowth. I don't know how censoring we are here, but like one time Meowth subtly like dressed up like the one leader of Germany. uh,
Oh my.
actually happened. um, you know that
Mhm.
that happened. Some of like the trying to think what else. Like again, just some of the dialogue. Like that show is not aged the best in its early seasons, but it's still like classic as heck. Like
Yeah.
I mostly think of the Indigo League. I mostly remember XY
Mhm.
and Y and Z because like that's when I started watching it.
Yeah.
Back like Cartoon Network back in the day and Disney XD. But
Yeah.
aside from that, that's the most I really have with the show. Haven't really kept up with it in recent years, but just those two parts of the show. Um, what else? Yeah, that's really all I have to say about like the Pokemon anime.
Yeah. I would have to say I just found it like, funny, and just like, it had a good story. And I feel like just those like two next to each other were really good.
Hmm.
And Misty, Brock, and Ash just a really good, like combo. And I don't know. I just think after it just got like, tedious, I would say. I mean, even people say it got tedious sooner or maybe a little later, but at the same time, it's just those two are just I feel like the more well-known ones. I know a lot of people know the other characters more, but I really don't. I just know those two. And then I guess I just thought it was funny that like Joy and what was the other one?
Sadness.
No, wasn't it like it was Joy and another one, but it was those two. Jenny, like police officer Jenny, and then
Oh yeah,
Nurse
Jenny.
Joy.
Nurse
Yeah,
Joy, Jenny. And
like
then
those.
obviously Jeffy James and Meowth.
Yeah,
That's
but those
right.
two, I thought it was funny that they're like everywhere. That was kind of weird. Like they're like, oh my god, we have sisters.
I mean,
Like
it's
what?
it's pretty accurate to like the game itself. So that's what's kind of funny. It's like like I love like I don't know. It feels kind of like a parody
Yeah.
thing that they would do, but it's kind of funny. Like they just make that fish like, oh yeah, we're just all like we just have a lot of sisters.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Um, yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of the Nintendo shows. I know a little bit about Donkey Kong Country, but that's about it. Do you
I
know?
forget about that show. I just only know because like the donkey, like the DK rap. That's the only
Oh
thing I
yeah.
really. Kirby Right Back at You is another one I like.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool. I'm mostly like that's like the one show I actually watch like anything dubbed for though, and it's like Japanese version Hoshi no Kabi. That's like the only like version of it I generally really watch, but like otherwise like um yeah like the Kirby show itself is pretty good. I really like that, but like I said, Super Show's my favorite. I funny enough, so God knows why on Steam, they were selling the Super Mario Bros. 3 and animation show.
Mhm.
Um, I got it, and I have yet to actually watch it. I heard it's leaving Steam if it hasn't already, but I need to actually sit down and watch that sometime, just like on like Discord friends or something. But I decided during a Steam sale to just buy that, and I do not regret that purchase.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun. I don't know. They're just not too well known for the shows. I think they could do a lot better with how they, make serialized shows based off of their um
IP.
characters and yeah, their original property. It's just like I think it would be or intellectual property. I just think they could do a lot better with how they do it, Like I mean, even Pokemon I feel like is a like a like totally different from whatever they usually do. Because like when you think of Mario, you don't think of like anime or anything. I think it is kind of cool that they have that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
it's
Pokemon's more of its own thing. It's like it's got
yeah,
ties with Nintendo more so just for the games. Otherwise, it's its own thing. But
yeah,
it's about it when it comes to Pokemon. It's like the length of it.
mhm, exactly. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't have too many things to say about the TV series, but I do have a lot to say about the movies, though.
Mm,
Dang, bruh. Like it's a me, a Mario.
that's not the actual voice though. Yep.
You'll have to watch the movie. It's oh my gosh. I already know that I'm not gonna even be able to handle his voice in the movie. I don't like that Chris Pratt is doing Mario, but we're gonna have to accept it.
I love Chris Pratt. I mean, obviously as Mario, it's definitely like a what choice, but like, I mean, I'm not mad about it. It's because again, I love Chris Pratt, so it'll be fun to hear how he does. But
Mhm.
um, aside from that, I am thrilled about this movie. I am so excited to see it. My friend and I are gonna go see it on opening night. We're literally gonna go dressed up as Mario and Luigi. So we already got our costumes. We're all ready to go.
That sounds fun.
Count down the clock now, but so that'll be a lot of fun. I'm probably knowing me. I'm probably gonna somehow end up seeing it twice on opening night. I'll probably after seeing it with my friend just go drop him off and then go see it on my own again, unless he wants to go see it again. But um, which I is something I've yet to ever do, but I probably will for this because wow, this is going to be one of my most anticipated movies ever. Like it
Mhm.
just it looks great right now. Like the animation, the like it feels like it's just going to be a full blown love letter to Mario fans. I mean, quality wise, it's hard to say with the story and like humor and just some of the quality control given like it's Illumination producing it. On top of that, this is Nintendo's first movie, so who knows how they really are um, directing movies. But
Yeah.
um, aside from that, I mean, I'm still very excited. Somehow I'm gonna still love it, even if it's horrible. I'll probably find a way to like love it because I happen to love the original Mario movie.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I both have a lot of shame and no shame admitting it is like in my top 20 favorite movies of all time. It is when I think of so bad it's good, I think of that movie. Like it has some sort of charm to it that I just watch it and I think, wow, this is a movie Nintendo made and it is amazing.
Yeah. Um, I think the movie will be overall like probably pretty good, but at the same time, the the casting in some senses is kind of goofy, but
Aside from
I'm excited to see it.
aside from Chris Pratt, I think everybody else seems fine. Like
Yeah.
um and like acting sense, like there's some of them I have feelings on about their personal selves, like Seth Rogen. I do not like him.
Oh,
Good
I
at
don't.
I just do not like him as a person.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see why. Yeah,
um, I love Keegan Michael Key, so it'll be hilarious to hear him as Toad. So far, he's done a pretty good job.
yeah. I think he's doing a good job.
Charlie Day, though, I mean Jack Black too, but like Charlie Day, I think I'm the most excited to hear. I freaking love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's
Hmm.
probably like the second favorite show of all time. He is just freaking hilarious in that show. So I am very excited to see how he does in this movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
I even called the number and I heard his voice.
yeah, hey, it's me, Luigi.
Yeah, I
That
thought that
was
was funny.
yeah. The marketing for this movie is great so far.
Yeah,
All
I
the,
think they're definitely not holding anything back. They're doing what they can.
but yeah, I'm here to see it. Trying to think what else.
Yeah.
But yeah, aside from like again, Jack Black is Bowser. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
great. I
It
died of
is.
that was announced.
Yeah.
So that was gold. I'm looking forward to hearing uh him a lot more. So far everybody sounds good.
Mhm.
Even Pratt, it's starting to adjust me. Again, I was never mad about it. I was excited. I was like, all right, I love Chris Pratt. Let's go.
Yeah.
But again, for like Mark, like the character though, like he's playing, like yeah, it's definitely a bit of a weird choice. So like,
Mhm.
but so far he sounds good. I
Yeah, I
think
don't think it's like that offensive, but at the same time, I do feel like in the
offensive,
sense what?
offensive.
I don't know, like, some people do take offense that like it's not, Charles Martinet or something.
Oh,
But
I thought I was gonna say, please don't be one of those people that are like getting offended because like it's not like an Italian voice acting him. Like
yeah, I don't even think is Charles Martinet even
he's
Italian?
no, he's French.
Exactly. So
Like no, because like no things like I'm Italian and like it's so stupid. Like
Mhm.
it's actually ridiculous. But like I mean I see both sides of the argument. Like I mean I love Charles Martinet. He's great.
Mhm.
He is just like he is always going to be Mario. But like putting his voice in like an hour and a half long feature film as the main character doesn't really, I don't know how well that would translate onto the big screen,
Mhm.
but at the same time, he is a voice actor and I'm sure he could tweak the voice a bit to make it more tolerant to the ear throughout the
Mhm.
film, you know
Yeah.
because I feel like his voice is better for just like small phrases and lines and stuff like hey, let's go and
Yeah.
Yahoo! Like
Mhm.
it's better for stuff like that. It's not really like cinematic quality, so I can see why they kind of made the change. But again, they could have easily just like I'm sure he could have tweaked the voice a little to make it translate better onto theaters, um but yeah, I mean, I love Chris Pratt, so I'm still excited to hear it. And I'm happy Charles Martin is going to have some sort of cameo in the movie, so that'll be cool. But
Yeah. I think that Charles Martinet will do. I mean, wait. I think Chris Pratt will do overall a fine job for the character. But for Charles Martinet, I agree though. Like I think he like for that movie, it would have to change it a little bit slightly if he was going to be Mario. And he is a very good voice actor. I think he did like some scary monster, some scary dragon or monster or something in one of the games. I think it was Destiny, but I could be wrong. And he's like overall, like he can change his voice for like any character. So I think it would be cool to see him as that. But I do feel like in some ways, Chris Pratt as Mario makes sense from their perspective because it's an actor that's known for playing the main character in this kind of situation. Like I don't think if he was not Star Lord or Emmett, he wouldn't be Mario, to be honest. Like they would have picked someone else. So I think that's why, in a
I
sense.
think I think like the only thing with Chris Pratt I am not buying into at all is like the whole gig of like, oh man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas in the original Mario Bros. Arcade. Like how he's like trying to say like how big of a Mario fan he was. He posted something a couple days ago, like how like it's been like a lifelong dream of his to be like a like Mario voice actor and stuff. And I mean, that it's cool, but like I don't know. I just something about I just don't buy it. Like there's some like it just does not seem genuine in a way. But then again, I could be wrong. It's just kind of like it's just suspicion. That's just it. I'm not trying to blatantly say like a lot of people are like, oh no, he's fake. This, because a lot of people just don't like Chris Pratt, so they're just kind of using it as a way to go after him. But I mean, I don't know. It is a little suspicious, but
Oh yeah.
at the same time, I don't. Then again, I don't expect him to completely memorize like, oh yeah, the Mario, like the turtles from Mario are named Koopas, and I don't expect people to memorize that, But yeah, But otherwise, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
I was gonna also mention I think this is the second time I'll hear Anna Taylor-Joy do an American accent, which I think is going to be interesting.
I have never.
I know you mentioned that in the reaction when you did on your channel. She's actually a very big actor, which is a little interesting.
Well,
not that big, but she's. What's up?
I've been seeing her pop up more around recently.
Yeah.
Like there's a movie she's in. Like I want to see. It's like the Menu, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's the one that she does an American accent in. Hopefully that's not a big spoiler, because usually she does like an accent. So I think she'll do a great job for this one. I mean, I think I did hear her with an American accent in the SNL skit where she did it one about Pride Month. And they're like, last year Pride Month didn't happen, so we're gonna make up for lost time. And I thought that was a funny line for her to say in an American accent. But yeah, I think she'll do a good job. I think the casting makes sense from like, decision making like things, because they're trying to pick like, oh, what's a like what's a white actress that's been, getting, a lot of attention. Oh, her, like what's a comedic, voice actor that kind of has a dude bro voice. Oh, not I'm not talking about Chris Pratt. I'm talking about like Seth Rogen. Like just that kind of thing. What's a character with what's a an actor that's like a very strong voice, but not too strong. We don't want to scare anybody. I think that was actually the logic for Bowser in the beginning. They didn't want to scare kids, so like, oh, let's get Jack Black. That kind of thing. I think that's really cool.
I think Charlie Day's Luigi is like the one that makes like the most sense to me. Jack Black, also that makes more sense too as like time goes on. But like Charlie Day's Luigi just clicks the most to me. It's like
yes,
it's like he was made for Luigi. So like
yeah,
his voice just fits it perfectly. So I think his is like the most fitting out of all of them. But
agreed. Yeah,
I just hope they take advantage of it and really just make Charlie Day funny in this movie.
Yeah, I think they will.
Like he's really just mostly known for being like a comedian, so I'm hoping they take advantage, especially with Luigi.
Yeah,
so I'm really hoping they do that.
Well, this is not the first movie that Chris Pratt and Charlie Day were in the same movie.
They were in the
the Lego movie. Yeah, so and he did a good job in that one. He was Benny.
He's he was also in Monsters University. So
yeah, he's a good voice actor. I think it's cool that he's climbing up the ranks, because people still know him as It's Always Sunny. So I think
that's like
yeah, I mean, it also says a lot about what people see as voice actors. A lot of people don't even see the actor behind it a lot of the times. I didn't even realize just recently that Charlie Day was all these characters. I thought he was just the guy from It's Always Sunny. But I think it's kind of cool that he was able to play so many roles, and now we now know about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then I was also going to talk about the best movie of all time, Detective Pikachu. Amazing.
I Pikachu. I really like that movie.
Sorry.
When I first saw it, I thought I didn't really care for it when I first saw it, but then I rewatched it and I started to really like it a lot more. So
Yeah. I think
Oh
some of the CGI is really good. I like all that, but I don't know. I do find it a little weird that it's, you know, that Pikachu is played by Ryan Reynolds, but to be honest, besides that, and I mean, I don't know why people are upset with Chris Pratt playing Mario when Ryan Reynolds literally voiced Pikachu.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
I loved the only thing I think about Detective Pikachu. I not even like really a criticism, just kind of like a thought. I kind of wish they went more out with the humor. I wish they kind of took advantage of Ryan again, kind of like took advantage of Ryan Reynolds a bit more.
Mhm.
And like I don't know, I mean, like when the movie was kind of like revealed and like the trailer came out and stuff. I remember like everybody was kind of thinking, "Oh my gosh, this could be like a PG-13 and stuff. Like it could be a bit like more mature. Like I was not like rated R or anything like, too bad, but like like PG-13 levels and like just because like some of the humor maybe and I guess violence maybe, but like so I was kind of hoping for something like that, but I mean that's just that's more of a nitpick than anything. Either way, like the movies, I really like the movie, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I would say it would have probably been better if they went a little bit more edgy. Um, you know, but I feel like they would have made different decisions, which would have actually been better. Because I feel like if they were gonna make it edgy, I don't think they would have had Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. I think they would have done something different. Like I think they would have changed the whole story when they realized. I think that's why they went with the more silly tone. So I don't know. I think it would have actually been better if they went for more of a darker version of Pokemon. Maybe even go from the Pokemon's perspective, because usually Pokemon doesn't usually go there. They usually
Mhm.
don't talk about the ethics of capturing
Yeah, in fact, you're kind of like just kidnapping a bunch of Pokemon from their families and forcing them into like fighting and stuff. Nope, they don't really talk about that. They just kind of ignore.
exactly. Yeah, that would have been a funny movie. Um you know any other movies that are you know more Nintendo?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, besides the Pokemon movies, and I didn't even watch those, like they haven't really been into this field before. So I'm hoping for the future. And
There's one Mario OVA from the '80s before the '93 movie, but um, which I like it.
mhm,
It's but there's not really like I don't think there's like an official English dub of it, and it's just a lot more obscure. But
mhm.
I still like it for what it is. It's all right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right then. Yeah, I guess we'll end it there. We had a lot to talk about actually with Nintendo. I didn't know how much we'd be able to talk about, but I think we talked about a good amount of stuff. So Iron, did you want to like plug anything or what's happening?
Donate to my Patreon.
Bro, do you actually have a Patreon?
No,
Bruh, I can't be asked. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you guys just follow me on, the usual stuff. I don't, as you can see, someone else drew the thumbnail this time. I'll put their, socials in the description. Des wasn't able to do this one, but he'll be able to do the next one, guys. And yeah, just let me know how you feel about Iron in the comments below. Like let me know if you'd like to hear from again. I sure do. Don't worry, Iron. I
no,
do
like
want
it's
to hear from you again.
a
What's
lot
up,
more to read in the comments.
bruh? Yeah, I don't know.
I,
No one has said anything bad about anyone
I,
so
I'm sorry,
far.
I'm not the most entertaining guy. I could be a lot more engaging when I'm A, in a better mood, and B, if there's like a bit more people. Sometimes I'm not like always the best with one-on-ones, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
not that
Later
like
on, I'll
not that I'm
probably do. What's up?
not that I'm awkward about it. Just like if
hmm
there's more people kind of like help carry things and whatnot, I can do a lot better. But
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna see just what people want to see, and hopefully because I don't know, a lot of people were wondering if I'm gonna do like a podcast with like the same two people each time. That probably won't ever happen until I have like a good flow with those people, but maybe it will. I don't know. I just don't want it to get repetitive. So
mhm.
thanks for listening to this podcast, and you'll see me next week with the another person. Anything else you'd like to say, Iron?
No, just I mean, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Yes,
Yeah, no
cool.
problem. All right, guys. Yeah, have a good day. All right, bye.